Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool, cool, cool.
Amazing, amazing. How's it going?
It's going well. Let me just shut the door 1 second. Let's go
No
loud.
worries.
So we're waiting for another person.
Yeah, we're waiting for Ed, but I think we can pretty much just like get straight into it before he comes. He'll be a couple minutes, so he'll come later. Um,
Yeah, cool.
but for those that, yeah. I mean, obviously we're still warming up with like viewers and stuff, but feel free to like introduce yourself. Like, I guess, what do you do? Like, what's your history?
Yeah, so my name is J Marcus or Jamal Marcus. For long, sprinter. Specialize in the all events, the 100, the 200, the 400. Mainly, probably people know me from the 400. But yeah, I've been doing track since 2013, so been a while. About 12 years deep, but probably 10 seasons because obviously COVID and other things. But yeah, just I coach loads of athletes at the moment, probably like 20, 25 maybe. Most of them are online, some are in person. All of them pretty much have PB this year. Some of them are coming on my live right now. I don't know, hopefully they'll be on a live. But yeah, that's what I do right now. I give all my knowledge. My times for the 100 is 10.17, 200, 20.8, and 445.8. So solid times. But I managed to do all of this whilst this from grassroots, I would say. Like, no, like I didn't get a scholarship anywhere. Like,
Yeah,
I really just got it out the mud, as we say. So I'm really I think people relate to me because I'm very grassroots. So I very much believe in doing the basics and doing them well. And that can relate to a lot of people because not everyone has the facilities and not everyone has the special training program to run fast or special training partners. I mainly train by myself, even though I had a coach helping me here and there. I mainly did it by myself, workouts, races by myself. So I was really quite independent. And I was one of the first few athletes that I know of from my generation that got onto the European circuit quite young.
yeah,
I had a club in Switzerland when I was 22, 21, and I represented them for 6 years. So I was back and forth from here to Switzerland.
yeah.
So yeah, I've also done like I've been to a couple of Diamond Leagues. I think I've been to 3 Diamond Leagues. Been to Lausanne. Um, been to London a couple of times. I think I've been to another one as well. But yeah, done a few high profile races, and I'm pretty much known quite well within the track community. Like most of the top guys know me or know of me. So yeah, that's my story.
Amazing, bro. What? I know this, but some people may not know this in the chat.
Yeah.
What age did you start, like
Yeah,
athletic?
yeah. I started at 19 years old, man. I was playing football, so I was playing semi-pro football at the time, and I actually joined halfway through a season, which is kind of unheard of because in football you have a football season, and I kind of just quit halfway through the season, which is kind of mad. So yeah,
Damn. So you were like, I guess you were like fully training football and then left and then like straight into athletics with no winter training, nothing, just straight into it.
yeah. So I didn't know. I did a bit of winter training, but like coming from football, I had no knowledge of track and field. Like my dad was a sprinter, so I had a base, but he didn't tell me anything about a winter training. I didn't know what that was, and I don't think he even did a proper winter training when he was running. So
Yeah,
it was what it was, and then we got into it. And I was playing for a football team at the time, and I ended up going training with a coach just to get like extra stamina for the football, and then I ended up liking it a bit more. Started training with the guys, but I wasn't looking to compete at that time because I was still playing football, right?
yeah,
So I never knew anything about spikes, anything like
yeah,
that. I was complete like I mean I knew about it because I've seen it on TV, but in my mind I didn't know that you had to train to run this fast. I thought you're either fast or you're not. So I
yeah,
was kind of like a naive. And I
yeah,
see it's like training a little bit, like doing grass runs, like hills and stuff. And I
yeah,
thought, yeah, this is like football training. So let me
yeah,
do a bit more extra training to help my football. And then I ended
yeah,
up, yeah. And then yeah, this told my manager one day, you know what, I'm leaving, man. I'm gonna try and run. Had actually had a conversation with a few of my friends that play football.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if everybody knows footballers here, but there's a player called Chalobah, his brother. So Nathaniel Chalobah was there. A couple of players that used to play for Chelsea was there. I'm friends with them. I had that conversation. I was like, oh, like, why don't I do track? And they were like, yeah, let's go for it, like, whatever. Because I was obviously coming from football. Then I just gave it a try, and then I'm here.
Nice, bro. That's crazy. If you
So,
like,
yeah.
that's crazy. Like when I saw, because I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't know much of you before I stumbled on you.
TikTok.
So
Yeah.
like obviously, I know. Do you know like OJ?
Wait, the Orange?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Oh, OJ
Yeah,
from
like
Palace. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. OJ, yeah.
yeah, because I know him quite well. I mean, he coaches at the Croydon guys.
Yeah.
So I guess like I didn't know you actually like obviously were. I don't know how I didn't know you before, but when I saw that video, like, bro, like,
Yeah.
like when I saw that you started at 19, like for me that's quite an inspiration because like I'm trying to make. Not only am I doing the coaching and stuff as well, I'm trying to become that level myself, and I started relatively late for most sportsmen. I started at almost 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I have to get him on the live to talk about stuff. But yeah, bro, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. So it's crazy. Like, this goes to show that if you just put in the work, man, it doesn't matter where you come from. I was quite rare because I made the team, but no one really started that as late as me on the team. So everyone was like English schools and all that, under 20s.
Do any of that? That's crazy. You didn't do English school. You didn't do any of that.
Nah, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. Like, I just came straight.
That's crazy, bro. I've actually never heard of that before. Like
Yeah,
you must.
so I'm very rare. Like, you don't find people like me anymore because all the guys that you know are fast right now. Trust me, they've been around. Like,
Yeah.
they never pop out of nowhere. They've been training, or they have like an under 17 or under 15 history. Like, I have no history, so I'm just like. And my first event was like long jump and triple jump, so I wasn't even a sprinter. I just like tried everything, you know.
Yeah.
How much training did you get? I'm trying to interact with the chat as well. How much? I took 10-8. So I train 3 times a week. So that's my boy. I think that's my boy who I coach. Yeah, I train 3 times a week. Yeah, so a lot of guys are answering in the chat, but yeah, that's good. So you started at 17. So how old are you now?
19. I'm 19.
Oh, you're still young. Yeah, you're a baby, man. You got time.
The beard,
Man, don't rush it.
deceiving. People
No,
think
you
I'm
look
old.
good for 19.
Yeah.
You look good.
No.
But you got time. You got time, definitely. Like, I feel like you might not have known me because I'm not that much. Like, recently, I haven't been that much on the circuit. But when I was younger, obviously, I was around a lot. So, like, my generation, because I'm 31 now, older now.
Yeah, that's
So,
probably why.
Yeah.
That's probably why I just haven't like because like for me, I don't know many people from like 2017, 2000. Like I don't know that like
Yeah.
because I wasn't in athletics at all.
Yeah, of
All I
course.
knew was,
You were
like,
young.
playing
Yeah, you was young, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Right. And OJ's even older than me. OJ's about 5 years older than me, so OJ's
crazy.
time was different. Again, so it's always like that.
Yeah. But I had well, someone was actually asked how much training did it take, or after how much training did you do to get to 10-8 since you first started?
Yeah, I said 9 months. That's my guy who I coach.
Oh, is it?
He just started training himself. He ran 11.6 in trainers the other day, so I posted him on my TikTok. You might have seen
that guy. Yeah.
like your color.
Yeah.
But yeah, I trained about 8-9 months. But honestly, I did it without no weight training. So like, my program was so basic. It's like if you looked at my program now, you'd be like, "What the hell?" Because it was so basic in terms of like I think now it's easier to run faster. But in my day, coaches were still so old school. It was just like old school. Like there was no like specific gym exercises, how to get faster. Like you would just train, and it's just like reps,
Yeah.
like 1600s, just the basic stuff. Like I didn't even know my times when I first started, like in training, like what I was running in training. I didn't even know because we're just running, and it's like if you're tired and stuff like that. So, it was a different era, man. Like my type of training is a lot different. So it's like I don't even know how I managed to run that fast. Looking back, because I was like, right, I wasn't really in the gym. I didn't really do any like special endurance sessions or anything like that. I was, you know what I mean? Didn't have a great technique. I had a decent technique, but I just love to compete, and that's.
Yeah.
But I think what separates me to where athletics is now is that a lot of the young athletes don't compete as much as I used to compete a lot. So I used to race like Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, back to back, back to back, back to back. That's how I used to run. Yeah, like because I did the 1, 2, 4 and long jump, and I used to go to like YDL, like not YDL, one of those young things.
Yeah.
And I used to do like all the I used to do the 4x1, the 4x4, the 100, the 200, and that's a normal day for me. But now it's like it's changed to it's like it's becoming elitist, which is good, but it's different to how I came into the sport. So there's a lot of differences now than it's a lot more sophisticated now. Back then it was like you go and run.
Yeah.
If there's blocks, you run. If there's no blocks, you go and run. It doesn't matter. Like you do hand time meets, all of that. Like, my first meet was at hand time. Like I had like a few hand time meets, and then you get to like, oh, we've got electronic timing. Like, whoa, it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. Like we didn't know. We're just new to the sport, so it's changed a lot, man. You got like these Stratford and stuff. Like when I was coming up, we had a Stratford, but it wasn't like how it is now.
Yeah, now it's like everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's crazy. And Monday, I think I'm going there because I live close.
Yeah.
East, so I live close, but so I think I'm going there to see a few people. But yeah, track's changed a lot, man. It's changed a lot.
Wow.
How different is the winter training to summer? Winter training is just a whole lot of running for me. But for you, it looks different now because you guys got sophisticated training like me. I'm not going to give you the work that I did. Sorry, people, the chat. I like to interact with the chat as well.
Yeah, of course.
How did I transition from football to track? I just trusted my coach, man. I was just trusted my coach, and then just kind of gave up football in my mind and just tried something new. Something I'm racing on Monday. Yeah, I'll be there. What's your opinion on the toe drag on the block starts? I'm gonna say something crazy controversial that probably no one's probably heard before. My best season running 10-1-7, I think I did block starts 5 times the whole season. I don't really do block starts. It's gonna sound mad, but I don't really do block starts in training.
Really?
I don't do block starts. OJ will tell you. I don't really do block starts like that. It's crazy because I don't know how, but
why though?
I just because for me, I feel like I overthink the blocks. So for me, it was just a way of let me get to the race, and I'm a better racer than I'm training. Because in the blocks, I'm not good at training anyway in blocks for some reason. So I was like, let me just get to the race and just run there.
To be honest, I didn't see the logic. Like, I would say though, do you not think for someone who has never done blocks, they should probably
do blocks? No, I was doing blocks years before that. Don't get me wrong, but that season I wasn't doing that many blocks. But yeah, blocks are important. But I think people emphasize the blocks too much, especially younger athletes. And really and truly, it's an important part of the race, but it also isn't. Meaning that blocks are good, but it doesn't really define anything you run in 100 meters. Because if you realize it and break it down, 100 meters is a long way. It doesn't seem like it is, but there's a lot of running to do, especially after the first 20 meters. And you know, that's just from what I've seen. Like, put it this way, Yohan Blake, seen his block starts. I train with him. His block starts are okay. Omanyala, I've raced Omanyala, right? His block starts average.
Yeah.
I couldn't say anything like his block starts was crazy because I was with him, I raced him, and I'm with the guy at 20 meters. So it's clearly not block starts. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of people I think blocks are important in its own right, but people overemphasize, oh, I've got to do this in the blocks. That's why I didn't run fast. It's like
Yeah.
blocks are just literally 1 second of the race. You've got a whole 8 more seconds. And the most important part of the race is 30 to 60 meters. A lot of people don't see that. A lot of younger athletes, because they're seeing a fast starter. Oh, he's a fast starter. Look at Coleman. He looks amazing in the blocks, but look what happens at his races. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I think blocks are just blocks. And sometimes blocks, it looks better than what it is. In real life, you know, because even though Lau's block start is a bit like, it's a bit average, if we're being honest. I think it's better now, but when he first started, it was kind of trash. It was okay. It went great. It's got better though.
Yeah.
When did I race Blake? I didn't race Blake. I trained with him, man.
Did you go to Kingston?
He wanted to race me over 400 and he backed out. So if Yohan's ever seen this, he will never see this on the live. But I've got him on Instagram, so I've got him on DM. So I'll tell him he owes me a race. So I'm gonna go to Jamaica and just try racing.
Bro.
Yeah. So yeah, without blocks I'm on 697 and a 60, and then a comp with blocks 720. What? Yeah, but that's training though, bro. Training times are different to competition times, for real. Like training times are training times.
As a long jumper, because I'm a long jumper, if you didn't know. So I'm not the best like when I use blocks, because I don't really practice with them.
Yeah.
There was this one race, I ran like 7.3 or something in the 60, and I was like so pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just not use blocks, and I ran a whole like 0.15 faster.
What, in the race?
Yeah.
So you ran 7.1 without no blocks?
I ran 7.2.
7.2. That's all.
I just scrapped the blocks.
Nah, you need to. I feel like you need to use blocks if you want to run fast. But
true, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I think people they overcomplicate the blocks and they do too many block starts before the race. That's what I see. A lot of athletes will do like 6 block starts. I'm like, chill out.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to get a good start, and I think trying to anticipate the gun, trying to get a good start. That's how you get a bad start. Like it needs to be natural. You need to stay in your actual pattern. Your start is a pattern. It's a pattern movement. It's not how fast you react to the gun. It's how quickly you can get to your top speed, and that's what people misinterpret when it comes to a good start. A good start for me is how quickly do I get to top speed. So when people say Lau's don't have a good start, I disagree. I think he has a good start because he's going according to his pattern, to his strength. Other people's strength might be 60 meters. So a good start to them might be 2 meters above the field. You know what I mean? I had a race against Chicharidi Ali, another sub-10 guy. I've raced loads of sub-10 guys, right? I have a start. I'm dusting him first 20, 30 meters. Can't see the guy. He's very, very tall. And then he just gallops past me. He looks like he gets on my shoulder, he gallops past me. Then I thought to myself, did I have a good start or did I rush the start trying to get ahead of a guy?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you can rush a start and get out well, but then your drive phase is shortened and a lot of things have gone wrong just trying to get that fast start. So it's all about a balance.
Yeah. I've heard from someone that said it's all about like almost thinking that you want to like extend the acceleration or the drive phase for as long as you can, and then so at like 50 to 60 meters you're still at your top speed, so like almost like helps you hold your top speed for longer. What do you think about that? Or
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think because that's when I've had my best races. I mean, I haven't raced too much because I don't really need to, but
yeah.
What I will say is when I do race, it's always the races where I get the worst start. I run my best. I don't know why. I get such a bad. In my last race I literally fell out the blocks, went in someone's lane, swerved round, and still ran like 11.3 or something.
That's sick.
So
but as a long jumper, I feel like long jumpers have got like really good starts. Because I saw that guy from USC, he runs 6'4", and he's a long jumper.
Yeah.
JC Stevenson, these men are crazy. 6'4".
Yeah.
Hey,
I know.
Yeesh.
My start is for a long jumper is pretty good, but I don't think it's on par with like these guys that are running like 10.9, 10, 10.7.
These jumpers, these Americans are just different, man. Like they're just different. Like the amount
I don't know
of
what's
power
going.
they have.
I think it's so different. It's not even like a little bit. Like it's like a different planet almost.
I need to message this guy. You know what? I think this guy DM'd me. Olufemzi. I think you DM'd me. I actually need to message you because I was supposed to get back to you, but yeah, I got a lot going on. Around 50.06 PB on the weekend, but my splits are roughly 23.6 and 26.5. How should I run the 400?
That's something I don't get. Meters.
How fast? How fast is your 200 time? How fast is your 200 PB? Because it looks like he went through too fast. If he went through too fast, he's gonna die.
Really? So first 200, if you go too
Close to his personal best.
really,
Yeah.
here's Ed.
Ed's finally on. 23.2, but that was after 400. Yeah, you're going through too fast, buddy. You need to scale it back. Scale it back to 23.9 to 24.
Yo,
Ed's here. Ed's doing the
sorry
fight.
I'm late, boys.
What's going on?
I'm good, you?
Good.
Literally.
Just talking about how this guy ran the first 200 of his race in the 400 way too quick.
Oh, what was the split?
23.5, 26.5, but his PB's 23.2.
Okay.
23.2 quick.
Yeah, definitely too quick.
Yeah, Ed runs the 400 as well, bro, as well.
Well, now I do, yeah. I'm a bit of a noob, but...
Well, I don't know, man. Listen, I never advise people to run the 400, man. It's a long game. 400 is such an up and down game. It's demoralizing sometimes because you can be running like really fast and then the next race you can be like 2 seconds off, and it can be a PB the next race and it can be like half a second off. It's
Yeah.
really a lottery, the 400. Like
Full margin.
yeah, it's just a lottery.
So do you do like 400 now?
Me, no, I haven't done a 400 since last year at trials. I went trials, but I was injured last year. I was hurt, so I haven't done any 400 training since then. Will I do a 400 in the future? We'll see. I never really loved I run 45, but I never really loved the 400. I did the 400 because I was good, right? That's just the truth. But I never really trained like an out and out 400 meter runner, and I never really cared about it. I enjoyed it when I was younger. Then when I got older, I feel like 400 is good if you're doing it for like a few seasons, but for like 8 to 10 seasons, hell no way. No. Like if you do it for like 2-3 seasons, cool, but 10 seasons, 12 seasons, nah.
Well, it just wasn't it for you.
I got bored, man. I got bored.
Yeah.
Like, I got bored, man. Like, it's good when you run fast, but it hurts too bad. Like, it hurts.
Yeah, it's always gonna hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
But the 400 is
favorite?
cool. I feel like every sprinter should do a 400. Like, you should train for 400 and do a 400 because it shows that you're fit. It shows that you're fast, and I encourage all my sprinters to at least do one. You know, at least do a 400 because you need where you're at. So, what's my 60?
Yeah, I would say like at least do one because like at training, once you do that 400, like when you got like 300, it's like, oh, this is piss.
Yeah,
like, it's such like a mental thing.
Yeah, the 300 is easy. The 400 is it's tough. But I think my problem was though, I'll be honest, I put on so much weight. So like
really?
Yeah, because I like the season when I ran 10-1, it's like I got big. So like I was good to 300, but like that last 100, I was very slim. So like I put on muscle obviously as I got older, and I think that slowed me down to be honest in the last 100 because I can get to the 300 really quick, like 32, and then last 100 is just like could be anything. I think I just got too big. I slimmed down now, so it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I got big, so.
Well, and when you got big, was that like 100-meter shape or was that 400?
I was so fast. I mean, I can still run a 400, but it's the difference between a 45 and a 44. I think.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a guy like I don't know, like Toby Harris, right? Who I don't think he's ever beaten me in a race. This guy, obviously, he slimmed down a lot, obviously that's helping him like run his fastest times. And I think I was as big. If I look back, yeah, I was a power guy. And it's hard. The last 100 is hard if you're a power guy. Like it's good to 300, but last 100, I don't know, man. Like, but saying that, Matt is also putting a bit of muscle as well, and he's running 40.
Yeah, he looks big.
But then again, he's 6'5", so I never compare myself to these guys. These guys are tall, man. Like I'm 5'11", so it's just like if I was 6'5", hell yeah. I mean, I'd be trying to run 42. Like, I'm trying to go through a 19 or something. You know what I mean? Because when they got the long legs, it's easy for them. You know, they stick up. I trained with Gardner one time, right? I'll tell you a story. I trained with Stephen Gardner. No word of a lie, yeah. This guy was repping 15.5 seconds, 150 meters, walk back recovery.
That's crazy.
No, but the guy, it was so casual. But the guy is so dramatic. He kept lying on the floor, so he kept picking himself up and then running fast again. It's so random, but he did like 5 of them, and I thought, yeah. I think that year he ran 43.4.
That's
But yeah, different levels, man. These guys. So I've seen it all. But these guys are really like fit, really fit.
Yeah. And when you're in that last 400, what do you reckon's like the last 100 meter split? What do you kind of like aim for if you did?
Of me, I tried to aim for a 12 or 12 low, but realistically, I'm like a 12 high, sometimes 13. It depends on the wind.
Oh yeah.
If I'm running 46, that means I'm definitely going 13 because I don't go through slow. I go through like 33 regular. I've gone through 32 a few times, but 33 is a regular day. Like that's every day, 33. So it just depends on the last 100. It'll be a 12 or 13. But some guys can do it at 11. Matt's always a 12. Matt is at 12 mid to 12 low. But anything 12 low is cooking, to be honest. You can get down in 12 low, you've got a chance. Chance at British level or any level. 12 low is fast. Like consistently 12 low, you're in. But anything sub 13 is decent.
Yeah.
12 low is like, you're 12 low, 12 1, 12 2, you're cooking. I think anyway. Since 400 400 is hard. I think so. A lot of people ask that. Guys, what do you think? You're here in the chat. What's harder, 400 or 800? A lot of people ask me this, and I don't know.
Surely 800. I think by the look of it, I think 800 is harder.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because 800, people think like you just like jog it, but it's still like close to a sprint. Like they're actually going fast. People don't actually realize.
Yeah, no, they're like you're sprinting. Like,
someone asked me. So Ed's got a lot of fans here. Greetings.
Oh, they're my mates.
Someone's asked, what do you think the difference between UK and America in athletics is? And I replied, the tracks, and I also put the weather because I've raced in the US a few times, and honestly, the tracks, bruh, the tracks. I don't know, man. It's like every track there is kind of fast. Whereas UK, you've only got a few fast tracks. The rest of them are dead. So, like that's the difference. I think if you look at Stratford and Lee Valley, if you take them out of the equation, we get a lot of average times. Whereas US, you can go to a random state. I went to a place called Pasadena in California, and I opened up in March, 20.9. And 10:42, and when I ran 10:4, I didn't even run through the line. I couldn't believe how fast it was. Like I was like, that's a 10:3 run, and I didn't do anything. But if I want to run in UK, to run 10:3, I got to put my foot down. like it's different. Like, you got to really run. Like, but US, all these high school kids, man. I think it's the track. I think the wind gauges. I don't think they're legal. Most of them is windy.
Really?
Yeah, most of them is windy. Like. A lot of them is just wind aided, and the tracks, and competition. I would say, very very high. Like anyone can like run 10-2, 10-1 there. Like that's casual, you know. Whereas here it's like 10-1's a big deal, kind of a little bit, but over there it's like that's casual. Anyone can do that.
Yeah. Also, it's like, well, my coach says a little bit, but like altitude as well. Like some of the places are like quite high.
Yeah. I think it's the tracks, man.
You
Some of the
reckon?
tracks be really, really fast, especially indoor. Indoor for sure, and outdoor, yeah. I think the tracks.
Even the sound, like, because some of my athletes train in America, and like one of them sent a video of him just doing like a start, and like you could hear like the. You don't hear that much in the UK, but you could like really hear like them sticking, almost like sticking to the track.
Is it?
That sound, like, oh, bro, I love that sound so much.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You kind of get that same sound when you go run on like Stratford or something. It's kind of that, like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, bro. Oh,
yeah. But America definitely fast. Like,
yeah, 100.
If you want to run a fast time, yeah, you can pretty much go to America, like, and you'll be alright. Yeah, you'll be alright.
That sound is like ASMR. It is. The sound is like
ASMR.
Like ASMR.
Does anyone think that Birmingham track is fast? Is it fast?
Nah.
I've ran on it once, but it was rainy, so I didn't really.
It's not that quick. It's not Mondo's. It's just like. Do you mean the Alexander, right?
Yeah, the newish one.
Yeah, it's not far. It's not fast.
Is it Mondo?
No, it's not.
I have no
Is
idea.
it?
It's not Mondo.
The only thing going for it then is blue.
It's not. It's what I think it's one of the slowest tracks.
But then I think
Really?
I think Jareem ran 19.8 on that though.
He did, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know.
I thought it was nice.
Yeah. Knowing Matt, he could probably run 43 on that. You know Matt, yeah? I used to hate when he gets Matt because he always jump a 44 at Birmingham track, bro. And that Birmingham track was so slow. I was like, how are you doing this? This track is shit. But like, he always run 44 in that. All the time. I'm like, bro.
Crazy.
So yeah. That
Some
track,
people-
I don't know.
I don't know. Some people just like slower tracks. I think for me, I don't know. I used to think at least that I liked slower tracks for jumping because the thing is with long jump, like, yeah, you want to get as much speed as possible, but if you can't control it, then it's not really, there's no point. But slower tracks enabled me to control my speed and I was able to jump further on them. But yeah.
Well, I guess because in long jump as well, like you kind of, well, my friend said that like you don't want to go like balls to wall. Like I think you said it on the last live stream, like you want to be more controlled.
Yeah, you won't be able to.
Yeah. So
It's just like you can't jump if you're going 110%. I tried it today. I tried because my coach put like a 3-lap timing system on the last 10 meters. Obviously,
wow.
Yeah, you want to be as fast as possible in that last 10 meters. But if you're like trying to go for it too much, then it's not really. And I tried it, and I didn't have a good session at all.
Oh wow.
Who's your coach? Is it Shepherd?
John Shepherd, yeah.
John Shepherd, legend. Let me know. I'm trying to do some long jump training. Listen, I've been trying to long jump for the longest time because that's my first love, right?
Yeah.
If I can get myself into 720 shape. You don't know, man. You never know.
Why not, bro? Why not?
I wanna jump though. Before I retire, I definitely wanna do one season jumping because I'm definitely tired of jumping.
Hit John up. I'm sure he'll love it.
Trying to, man. I'm trying. I'm this far at the moment, man, because I'm in East now, so it's a bit of a.
Yeah, it's long.
A bit far.
Yeah. You got John Herbert, to be fair. Lee Valley.
So I'm gonna ask you guys. There was a chat saying what is the best spikes right now. Now you guys can answer this. I have my opinion, but what's the best?
Sprint spikes, yeah.
Sprint spikes.
Who wants to go first?
I haven't tried them all out personally. I'll definitely say with the Max Fly 2s. From what I've heard from other people that have tried them a lot. I know for the 400, those New Balance ones, I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of like quite chunky. My coach raves on about them. But yeah, I would say Max Fly 2s.
I don't have Max Fly 2s. I don't own a pair, so I can't really say. How about you?
I from my experience, so I've never tried MaxFly 2s, but I've worn MaxFly 1s. And I actually didn't like MaxFly 1s at all. But I'm now wearing the SP3s,
Oh,
and they're like, for me, like for my foot shape at least. I think it depends on your foot shape, but from my experience, I feel like it's much easier to stay on your toes with the Adidas SP3s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really an Adidas guy. I'll try it. I'm trying to. I mean, I've done a Spikes giveaway right on my page, and a lot of people are talking about Puma Nitros or the Puma Tokyos. I haven't actually tried them.
oh, I want to try them.
So I'm gonna get a pair for myself. I'm gonna give the pair for the person who wins the competition, but I'm gonna see Pumas because a lot of people are saying Pumas, so must be some sort of truth to it. I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna try it.
I feel like to be fair, a lot of people are saying that because a lot of the top athletes are sponsored by Puma. Like I feel like Puma's like really in the last like couple years, like Puma's like seriously Puma and Adidas to be fair are like really like raising.
Who's running fast in Pumas though? Like on the male side.
On the male side, I think you got more like 400 runners on the male side. Right?
Who's Puma?
You got Marcel Jacobs.
You run 9.8 in them though, innit? Pumas.
Yeah,
what's his name? Andre de Grasse. He ran 19.6 and
96 in the Pumas.
yeah.
I've come on crazy. Christian Miller's Puma.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, got you.
you got a couple of guys.
No, man. I don't know. I don't see many top 100-meter guys in the Pumas. Marcel, I guess Marcel.
I saw Fred Kerley wear them, but he didn't wear them in Paris.
But Fred Kerley's been like,
But that's my boy, you know. Fred's my boy. Like
really?
me and Fred are really, really close.
No way. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. We've been close for years, man. Since he was running not fast.
That's crazy.
Got faster. He's got a bit faster. Fred's family, man.
Wearing like 3 different types of spikes.
Yeah,
like,
you know, Fred is someone that you can never copy and never try to be like because he's his own person and he's like an alien because I'll tell you some story. Like I should do a podcast on the stories that I have. Like, bro, this guy. So, 2022, I'm in LA. I'm by myself. I'm in LA and I meet him at Mount Sac Relays, and he races Michael Norman and he runs 19.8. And there's a video that he posted. I actually recorded it, so he posted my recording on his Instagram. So I recorded it, sent to him. So after the race, he runs 19.8. So after the race, I go to the hotel. And we're going to the LA Dodgers game, right? Baseball game. So I said to him, oh yeah, like, you've done your treatment, you warmed down. This guy said, nah, no treatment, no ice. Just walks out the hotel. Just showers and just leaves. No real cool down, what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, what, no treatment, nothing, just casual. Then we go to the game and he's just chilling. Him and Omiyala, the 2 people that I've never seen. When I raced Omiyala, I've never seen such a chill guy. Like he ran 9.8. He ran 9.9 and 9.8 in the space of 1 hour, and the guy walked off like he was doing a Sunday jog. And so I said to him, like, "Are you not tired?" He goes, "No." I said, "Yeah, you guys are different. I said, "No, you guys are built different." My groin and hamstring was fighting. I'm like, and you guys are just like, you know when you have 2 races and you're sore. Like, these guys, they're not sore. Like, I know Fred was a bit sore, but Omiyala, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I was genuinely scared of him from that day. I was like, this guy might not be human. Like, there might be something up with this guy. Because there was no reason for him to run 9.86 in my race. But he did it. And after the first race, I said, he ran 9.9. And I was like to him, hey, can we dial it down? Listen, I don't mind if you run 10.1. That's cool. But we can manage 10.0. But 9.9, nah. Then when he ran 9.86, and literally there was no wind. It was like plus 0.3. And I'm just like, bruh. And do you know what the worst feeling is? Like, I'm with the guy at 20 meters. That's the worst feeling. And then he just pulls away.
He just goes.
It felt like a 200. I swear to God. That's the first 100-meter race where it felt like that was a 200-meter race when you're going backwards.
Well, because it just went on.
This went on and on and on, and the gap went larger and larger. And I was like, this 9.8 thing is different, boy. I honestly think 9.8 and 9.9, that's still a big gap. Honestly, because 9.9 felt a bit different to that 9.8. That 9.8 felt different.
Mm.
Like 9.8.
I still like 5 meters, like 0.1.
It's different, man. These guys are different, man.
I have to see.
I actually honestly do a podcast because I've like trained with one of the fastest people, whatever. Like I trained with the Cuban Mena, who was 96, but his training is mad. I was like, yeah.
Amanda. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went to Mena. I trained with him in Portugal, 2023. I got a picture of him on my Instagram. Man. We trained together. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I feel like the faster you get, and you see like even faster people, you're like, bro. I don't know, man. Because
you just realize there's like levels, you know.
Levels, man. What do you see, like? Because I was chatting to Blake, and he was telling me like, Yohan Blake, and he was telling me like what he does in training, right? And I'm just like, it's some computer level shit, man. Like what do you think you're actually gonna run 20 trainers? What are you talking about? Yeah, we'll go and do a 20-point, and when I do a 300. I do 31.9 in my trainers. I'm like, what? What are you saying? But then again, you got to think he's running 19.2. So
yeah,
like them man have been planning to run 18.
yeah.
Like he's probably aiming for 18.9 and thought, oh, I've got 19.2. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I mean? Crazy.
To be fair, he could have.
I think he could have. I actually think
the training that these guys were doing. They could have ran anything.
Yeah.
Bolt could have ran anything. He was that good.
Do you ever like chat to Bolt or anything? Did you ever chat to Bolt?
I've spoken to him before, but not necessarily about training as much because I don't speak to him that much. I spoke to him before, but I'm more closer to Yohan. Like me and Yohan, before the job into him, we talk. Like we actually talk. So I have a relationship with him, and obviously I was in Jamaica because I'm from there, so I was with him. Like I saw him every day. But it's just like Yohan's is different as well because like when I saw him training, I couldn't see him. He doesn't look great in training, but like in a race, it's just different. Like these guys turn it on. Like in training, it's like the most impressive person I've seen train is Fred. Like hands down, Fred and Stephen Gardner. Hands down, Fred. Yohan not that impressive, but Yohan I think that year ran 9.8. And I couldn't tell you how he ran that 9.8 because I couldn't see it in training. But because he's run 9.6, I guess his body can take him there, you know? Yeah. But Fred definitely, if you want to train with Fred's a dog. Fred and Matt.
How are they so good? What do they do?
Fast, man. Them man, they are fast. Man. Fred's different. Fred's different, man.
What kind of like when you watch these guys like Yohan Blake, Fred Kerley, like what is it about their training that's different from the not lower level guys, but the guys that are sort of just like in amongst the ranks?
Yeah,
like,
it's the quality of training. Like it's the times that they're putting down. Like the times they're putting down is very much close to race pace and it's very fast. So like for instance, you know, a 150 with Fred, I mean, he can go 14.6, 14.7 pretty comfortably. Mm-hmm. You know, that's nothing to him. Whereas guys in the UK, if we run like my PB has been 14.8, 14.9, right? And I was like, that's really fast. But for these guys, it's another rep. That's me out my eyeballs out. It's just different. I feel like what I realized at the top level, it's not how fast you run, it's how you run the times. Yeah. Because a lot of these guys are running very fast times very casually. Whereas you may run a fast time, but it's going to take you long to recover. Yeah. And you can't do the intensity that they're doing because they're not going 100% necessarily. Like Zarnell's another guy. Like Zarnell is mad. Zarnell's tough, man. You can't. Zarnell and Seville, can't really train with them. I'll be honest, you can't really train with them. I'll keep it real. Hey, listen. And I train really, really hard, right? Yeah. These guys, you just got to be on it. The thing is, it requires you to be on it every single day because they're at another level. Whereas because they've been doing it for years, it's normal to them. So you have to catch up to their training level and then like get beyond them.
How do you feel like you can catch up?
You just got to train at that level. You literally got to train at that level, and it's got to be over. Like the thing is, you can train at that level, right? But like I was training at that level, so I was training with Jamal Blake before he ran 9.9, and his PB's 9.8, and I was at that level. I honestly think I could have run 9.9 if I stayed in Jamaica, right? Because of the level of training. But it's like when you come back to UK, the UK level is just not as good. It's nowhere near as good as that level. I was be honest with you. Like when I was there, I was pushed the limit every day. And coming back here, you kind of get complacent because that's the vibe here, and we don't have the weather. We don't have that. We don't have the weather, and we don't have that kind of intensity that these guys have. Like,
what do you mean intensity? Is that like the mindset?
They're bringing it every day, man. They're bringing it every day, bro. Like,
is it? Or is just what? Just their mindset? They're just like they're on it.
Mindset. Like when it's time to run fast, like these guys are running fast. Like I feel like when it's time to run fast in UK, I think the only guy that I know that I've heard of, I haven't seen him personally, but can bring it every day or any given day is Charlie. That's the guy I hear so much. Yeah, that's the guy I hear so much stories about. But apart from him, nah, these guys are bringing it, man. I feel like Charlie's the only one really, but even Charlie, like, because Mena, like training with Mena, right? For instance, is like he could do so much training, right? But if you tell him, okay, tomorrow we've got a 120, he's definitely going like 12-1, 12-2. Like, but no, sorry, not 12-1, 12-2. Sorry, 11-8, 11-9, and it's easy for him, and he's bouncing it. Whereas like me, my PB is probably like 12-1, 12-2, right? Because I run 10-1, but like for me, that's hard. It's hard. It's a hard work. But for them, it's like I think it's just the strength and the intensity. I think that's the difference. Just the strength and the intensity. That's what it is. Like for these guys to do these reps, it's like, yeah, it's different level. Like Zarno as well, another guy. Like Zarno should have run. If Zarno ran 100 meters properly, he can run 75, 74. Zarno's that good. I was surprised it took him so long to run 9.8 because he was in 9.8 shape for about 10 years. But you got to produce it. And he started letting down. But Zarno's another guy. It's different. Like, a Blake Seville, another guy. Like I've seen a few guys like this think, boy, man, it's crazy. Like it's a different level, man.
When you say that they are like on it every day, like are they every day like doing sprinting or like what's their rest looking like? Because like when I train, I find it hard to train more than 4 days a week because when
I don't think they're training like crazy hard. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're outworking us. I don't think that's what it is. But when it's time for them to run fast, the quality is so much better. And I don't know what it is and how they. Obviously they're training, but when they're ready to turn it on, it's like have you seen football, right? It's like when Man City were at their best, when they're ready to turn it on, it's like you can't do nothing. They're gonna put the ball to Haaland. You can't do anything to stop them. Like that's how good they are. That's how it is when it comes to like running, because it's like because we have. Do you know what it is? In UK, we're not used to running super fast in training. Like we run fast, but these guys are running super fast in training, like super fast, bro. Like I remember, like Yohan was telling me, yeah, man, like 24.8 or 250 is easy work. I'm like, what 20? What? I'm like, what? I'm like, pardon? I'm like, what? 24? Yeah, I never touched a 24.
that used to be my
I don't think I can even go 25. Maybe
24. That's mad. Just clocked.
24 and a 250. Yeah,
that's disgusting.
Yeah, 150 for them to go 14.4 is casual, and it's like we don't see those type of times in the UK simply because maybe the weather, and we don't push it as much as they push it. And obviously they've been pushing it at that level, and I think that's the difference. I think when it comes to overall training, we train just as hard as them. Like if you train with most of the elite guys, you wouldn't see much difference until they start doing like their 1 reps, their 2 reps, and they start pouring it on. Like when they pour it on, they're going, and it's like it's just different. Like they can change from like first gear to like 7th gear, just like that. It's like yeah, they're gone. So that's the difference. That's what I would say. I don't know about long jumpers because I haven't trained with long jumpers,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing it's the same. I think like in training, when they want to put their foot down, they just do. And then when they put their foot down, it's like, yeah, now I can see why you're running those times.
Yeah.
But beforehand, you don't see it that much. With most of them, like the guy like DeGrasse, I heard that he doesn't really train properly until he wants to put his foot down. Some guys are like that. Some guys you won't see much in training anyway, and they'll just wait for the race. Yeah. So some guys are like that, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of the most impressive person, but yeah, I definitely think it's Fred. But let's read some of these chats anyway, man. Someone said I'm friends with Divine. What about Divine?
Oh, Divine.
What do I think about Divine running 10-3? I think it's amazing, but we have to see where he's gonna. I mean, it's amazing, but we have to see where he ends up in a few years.
Yeah.
And I always think with juniors, it's easy to run faster as a junior because you're a kid, right? But it's harder as a senior. Like the jump between juniors and seniors is so big. It's just different. Like juniors, he's looking like Superman. Seniors, a man from like Yugoslavia can just put it on you. That's what it is. Like you can be chilling, guy from China can pull up on you 120 flat.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? We don't know him.
Yeah.
Like, the guy from Colombia ran 996 the other day. Never even heard of the guy.
Yeah.
But, like they're around, innit? Like if you like, do you know what I mean? They're around, but we just don't know of these people. Like there's so many people running fast now at a senior level. It's like it's different. Juniors, you're the standout guy because you're the man. But seniors, I mean, we're seeing like Tobago doesn't even win 100-meter races right now. I think I've only seen him win a couple. And we're talking about Tobago here. We're talking about this guy is like a bronze medalist. So that's how it is that's how it is now. It's like Sembini's winning all the races now, then he might come fourth. That's how it is. Like seniors is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Is that just because people like mature at different ages? Like they have different.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's always more pressure when a guy runs fast at a young age because he's holding the expectation that he's going to continue to improve, and that might not be necessarily true. He might go for a period where he's going up and down, and he has to deal and navigate that. Yeah. You see so many talented sprinters, even Charlie, like we mentioned, like he went through a period where he was up and down. Now he's found his formula, and it takes time to develop. And I think people just need to be patient with him, and I think he'll become one of the best sprinters that we ever had. I genuinely think he has the potential, but at 14, 15, it's too early to say.
Yeah,
I think a lot can happen, man. A lot can happen, and he's just so young. He's not even Gaut's age yet, and you know, what I think about Gaut, I think Gaut is an amazing talent, but again, on the senior level, I don't see him medaling this year. Don't see it. Good talent, but seniors is different, man. Like it's different. But the interesting thing about the 200 this year. I don't think No Love's going to run a 200 this year.
Really?
I don't think he's interested anymore. I said it first. Remember when it's live? I've said it first, right? I don't think he's interested. I don't think he's interested anymore. I'll be honest. He's admitted it in his. I look very closely on body language, and he doesn't seem like he's into it anymore. And this is me just saying it. So if you see him doing okay in the 200, just know what I said. Just remember it came from you.
Surely he's like looking at he wants the world record, you know, like.
I don't think so anymore, man. I think he's just worried about the 100 now. If I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah. I don't see his hunger for the 200, and he's probably thinking, I'm 3 times world champion. I kind of did what I need to do in the 200. I didn't get the Olympics that I wanted. He might try again in 2028, but as for this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't win it again. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he's got the hunger for it. And guys like Kenny do. Guys like other people.
Kenny's winning it.
They might want it. Tobago might want it again. You don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
You just don't. It's
so stacked.
Yeah, and it's September, so we just don't know how it's going to end up. So it's a long season. So
yeah,
I just don't think Noah. I think he's just obsessed with being the fastest man. He's just obsessed with it now. and I just don't see him in the 200 the same way as before. I feel like now he's got the 100-meter gold. His mentality switched a little bit. That's just me from the outside looking in. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. I really don't see him winning. If he does do the 200 properly, don't see him winning. If he does, I'll be very, very surprised. I think he's looking for the 100, man. I think he's looking for the 100.
I think when LA comes around, he's gonna proper lock in for that though, because I think out of all his accolades, I think that's definitely the one that's missing to put him, up there. He needs that 200, goal for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. Someone said thoughts on New on Monday. Newham's a fast track, and there'll be some fast guys.
Good track.
Very good track. He said he's gonna get get back in LA 28. He's got all the world champs. Fair enough. If he does it, we'll see what Gaukau is doing in LA 2028. It'll be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Listen, this is a young man sport at the moment, man. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Good friends with Divine. Yeah, Divine is cool. I think Divine even has me on here as well. Warm weather sprint training definitely helps a ton because of the boost of dopamine and energy levels. Cool. Advice on daily must-dos to be elite, like little habits or even big. The first habit is your diet. The diet's got to be good, man. You got to cut the sugar.
How for you, like as an athlete, what have you seen from that? Like, have you noticed like a massive like change in your performance when you started changing your diet?
I wouldn't really say so because I never had a proper strict diet, like as much as I should. But I think it does help a lot. I think it helps a lot when it comes to endurance. Like, when it comes to endurance things, like the 200, 400, 100, but not as much. But I think for more 400, the diet's more important because how you recover, how you handle lactic.
Yeah,
the diet's really, really important, and the 200 as well. Because 200 is like mainly aerobic.
Yeah,
it's very aerobic, so you gotta be really fit for the 200. But for the 100, you can get away with certain things. Because I know certain guys that are running fast, and I don't think their diet is anything crazy, to be honest. But even Fred's diet it's okay.
Yeah, I saw. I can't remember what it was. I think it was that Netflix series, like when Fred lost. When was it again?
2023.
I think it was, and he was like, the first thing he said was, next year I'm going to be on my diet, I'm going to be this. Like,
because Fred run, when Fred ran 9.7, right? This guy didn't go to the gym. He wasn't in the gym at all.
Really?
Yeah, man. Fred's different, man. Fred's different. Like, I don't know, man. He's a bit crazy. I don't know, man. He's different. Very different, man.
What's your opinions on the weight room?
Have to be in the weight room, man. Trying to run fast.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you have to be in the weight room. If you're trying to run these times, for sure. Because your body will just break down. If you're trying to run anything low 10s, 10.0s, 10.1s, 9.9s, you gotta be in that weight room. Man. Can't play around with you.
What's the stuff that you would really promote doing? Is it hamstring work? Because I always say hamstring work is so underrated. Because a lot of people, it's literally the most strained muscle. It takes almost 9 times your body weight. So I think even me, I need to work on them more.
I think hamstring, glutes, hip. I think all of it, core, everything, man. I think everything, man. You just have to cover all bases. I feel to give yourself the best chance to run fast, you need to be doing all of the basics and some more. Because I feel everyone's talented now. Everyone can run fast. But it's those little bits are going to give you the edge over the other guys. But now, man, I mean, track and field is such a weird sport now. It's everyone is fast now, man. It's damn. It's everyone's fast. Back in the day, it was there's a few people that were fast and this, but Like on any given day now, it's like anyone could beat anyone now. It's just changed so much. Obviously, since sports gone, yeah, it's just changed, man. Even the 100, like if you run the 100 final again, it could have been like 2 or 3 different people.
Yeah, no.
Because Seville looks really good in the semi, right? But then in the final, he doesn't. He pulls up. And then Thompson, if he's more loose, he wins. But then Fred run 981. So it's just like, and then Sembini was close. It's just like, oh, it's all different. So it's such like, if you think about it at the top, it's such small margins. We're talking about 100th of a second now.
Yeah.
Like from 4th to like a first. Like 300th of a second. Like it's crazy. Like imagine missing out on 300s. That, boys, we've raced. We know that's nothing. Like we know 300s. You can't even brag to me that you beat me because like it's nothing. We're right there.
Yeah.
So it's like it's. I think sprinting is really tough now because everyone's fast, and all of these kids are running so fast now. Like even we mentioned Divine. Like all these like kids are just running super fast. So yeah, that's what it is at the moment. I would say.
Yeah. And like to get to that level, I guess to get to like if you're like an athlete and you're trying to get to that international level and getting all these running these fast times, what do you reckon is like the difference that will help you get there?
So you're talking about from like a county level sprinter to like an international, like breaking your first vest?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
You just got to put in that extra dedication, man. I feel like you just got to want it a little bit more, man, than all of your training partners. For instance, you got to be like, I'll be honest with you. This is how I saw it, right? Coming from where I came from, which is very grassroots. Started off at 10.8, worked my way down. Started off at 50 point, worked my way down. I just wanted it more, so I will be the boss of my training group. Like, if you want to win a rep with me, you're gonna have to run. I was very, very, very intense. It might not work for everybody, but that's how it worked for me. I just super intense in training. Well, I'm friendly, but I'm training hard, and I just trained hard. Honestly, that's the honest truth that I did. I just took it to another level in training. Like I tried to replicate what those elite guys were doing in the UK. I did run some crazy like training times. Obviously, not as consistent as those guys, but I tried to basically replicate what they did. Like obviously, they've got other things that we don't, but I think you got to win it more than your training partner. So when they're being lazy, you just got to be the one to hold yourself accountable. Things of that nature, like your diet, your sleep, definitely your sleep, and it takes a lot of sacrifice, like a lot of missing out on parties and things like that.
Right, of course.
You know, it just takes like it's just the cliche, the normal stuff, but
yeah.
At the same time, it's so hard because I was so intense, but I feel like I was a bit too intense because I could have more fun with it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that I coped with trying to just get there.
Yeah.
Because I had no one kind of showing me the way. I came from like no one in my training group had come anything remotely close to what I was doing. So it was a hard environment for me to kind of grow from. If that makes sense. If you had like guys that are like already there, you have a like most of the guys right now that are in the GB teams, like their training partners are also on that level. Whereas if you're me or you or whoever, you're by yourself and you've got this vision, you've got this dream, and your training partners are just casual, or they don't have the same team as you. It's hard. You have to push it to another level by yourself, and that's the uncomfortable truth. Yeah. So I say for any young athlete that's trying to make it, like you've got to really like aim for the stars because your friends and peers won't want to do that with you. So that's what I would say. Like, I think you guys know, but yeah. When someone asked me, when have I felt the most pressure at a comp? World relays, World Indoor Championships. I was shaking. Like for football.
Really?
Yeah, I was really nervous, and I ran a shit leg. It wasn't shit, but I ran 46.6 indoors. It was okay, but I was like, shit. I was trying to run 45.5. But when I saw Jimmy Richards running away from me, I thought, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. So these guys are running 44. These guys were splitting 44 indoors, by the way. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not ready for this.
Indoors, that's mad.
I'm like, I'm seeing Borley running away from me. I'm seeing Dream Richards running away from me. I'm like, oh, we're cooked. We are cooked. We're cooked. But yeah, I felt really nervous then. What's the most nervous I felt? I think it was then, and I don't know. A little bit when I raced on Minyala, but I wasn't even nervous. I was nervous and excited because no. When I raced my koala, I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, I need to stay as far. I need to stay on his hip. So when I raced my koala, I was like, shit. Like I really pushed myself to go fast for the first 200 because I don't really go that fast. I was hammering it. That first 150, I was like, I'm on your hip. I need to get onto you. But yeah, that race was epic, man. Like McCullough, shout out to him, man. He's like 40. He's still flipping fast right now, so
Crazy.
he's dope.
Yeah, he still competes, doesn't he?
Sometimes he's dope,
Yeah.
man. 43.6, man, from Botswana. Like he was the first one from Bots. So
Yeah.
he pushed Botswana to another level, and he's one of the guys like before Tobago and all these guys. He was the guy running 43. Like back then as well. That was like huge. So shout out to. I've raced a few people, you know, but always getting beaten. It's not nice. But it's part of the game. Part of the
Bro,
game.
it's part of the game. You get so much experience from it.
It's part of the game.
Let's see if there's any other questions in the chat.
Yeah, there's loads.
I've actually got a question after we get through these that I want your ops on.
Okay, I'll read the questions out. You guys can answer it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Would you be surprised if it comes out later that these kids running faster on something? I'll give it to you guys.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised, especially that Quincy Wilson. Me and my mum always chat about Quincy Wilson, and we're like, yeah, he is on something.
Quincy's on something. You reckon?
The way that boy runs is just like he's like heads back. He's like fucking arms are everywhere.
Form is so
If I run like that, I run 52 seconds. By the way.
Yeah, innit? like his head's back, arms like, what is he doing? But he's just going new. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would like, especially the guys that are running like bro, like a high school race. I think like I saw this like the other week, like 9.8, 9.9, 9.9. Like someone ran like 9.9 and didn't even medal or something like that at a high school.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Guys are going like 10-1 and they're sixth. They're cooked.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that. Yeah. Like
10-2, eighth.
Bro,
Crazy.
that's literally like an Olympic final. Like that's literally like almost on par with like Rio 2016. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
That said Rio.
my thing with this is like I don't call anyone out on stuff and whatnot, but I will say that some of these times are ridiculous. That they're this ridiculous, man. And all I'm gonna say is that there's no real testing at that level. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say who's on what and who's not on what. I'm gonna say, look, the testing is different. Depends on where you are. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'll say on it. But we don't know. I mean, that kid from that singer guy, he was caught doing something and he ran 9.8.
I'm single, yeah.
I mean, listen. I think that they're taking more than water and Gatorade. Whatever they're taking, I don't know. But hey, they're working with people to get them right. I don't know if it's legal or illegal because you know you can take supplements and we might not know what they are, right? But they're definitely not taking water for sure. They're taking something. I don't know what it is, but they're taking something. And I think that even at senior level, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, man, that's the same.
It's got to be. I think if it's at almost like grassroots level, then it's definitely at the top level.
Someone asked, you guys can answer this. How frequently do you train? You guys train?
So for me, I train 4 days a week. I train on a Monday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, and a Saturday. But now, because we're in the season, I've cut down to 3 days a week. And to be honest, like I've had like mixed views about this because I get a lot of rest. Like I get a lot of rest. When I train, my training sessions are 2 hours and I do like, so on a Monday, I won't have weights. Wednesday, I'll have weights after. And a Saturday, I'll have weights after as well. So like my training sessions are quite long because with long jump, there's like so much. There's like the takeoff, to work on. You've got the running, you've got the sprinting, the drills, all that stuff to work on. So like, yeah, I don't actually train that frequently, but I've been thinking like, yes, I get a lot of rest, but a lot of the time I'm just sort of I'm not training, and I feel like I'm not
Pushing.
I feel like I'm not like, like this mindset on like social media, like, oh,
Yeah.
and like I just feel like I'm not that guy that's doing that. But if I do that, I'll injure myself. Like I physically won't be able to train quality reps unless I do it for maybe a while and I get used to it. I don't know, but yeah, that's how often I train. That's my thoughts as well. Yeah.
What about you?
Interesting. I train 5 times a week.
Okay.
Obviously it's a bit reduced when it's in season, but five times running and then 2 times in the gym. So yeah, gym normally after running sessions, obviously. So I have 2 days off. But in the winter it was like, so I did like, it was like 2 kind of hill sessions or like a tempo session, and then it would be 3 track sessions. 2 of them would be speed, and one most of the time would be endurance, but it would like change because of the program or whatever. But yeah, I felt that worked well, because I used to did, like, from what you said, I used to train 3 times per week and then gym twice, and then since training more, I haven't really, like, it took a bit of while to get used to it, but yeah, I haven't really felt much of a difference, if I'm being honest. I guess because now I train more 400, sometimes I'm not always going, balls to the wall. Sometimes it's just like a endurance session to build up some like lactic or, some basic endurance. So I guess I'm not always going to be like sending it off like a board like you are every session.
Yeah.
But I do, like, when I'm on the track, I'm like there to fucking, run fast. So, and I do feel it, like, it does take a lot on you. So that's why, like, recently it's been getting on the recovery. Otherwise, when I get to the track, it's just not going to be the same. So again, it's like, you can get used to more training sessions, but it's just, again, just find what works for you. And then also your event as well. Like, you might not even need to train like a little bit more, like maybe just doing it a bit more higher quality in the sessions might help, rather than trying to do more. Because like my coach always says, like, you got to rest, because that's where the gains are made. It's not from doing more, it's you're letting your body adapt and resting. So it's probably good that, you got rest. Otherwise your body's not going to adapt, and you're just going to keep pummeling it to the ground, and it's just not going to really improve as much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good answers, man. Yeah. Just picking back on your long jump, who would you say would be the kind of jumper you look like, it gives you motivation, like you like at the moment? Like any long jumper that you think, are trying to get there?
Probably Tentoglu.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And he's just like always, literally, like he always brings it, like every time there's a major championship and he's not first. Every time in the last round, like, me and my girlfriend were laughing because, like, I remember we were watching, I think it was 2023 Budapest, and he was like, he wasn't winning, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win. And then my girlfriend was like, no, just wait.
Is she Greek?
Huh?
Is she Greek?
Nah, she's not Greek.
Oh, I'm about to say.
But she was like, just wait until the last round. And in the 6th round, the guy pulls out an 850 something or 856 and wins it.
Yeah.
Thinking like, what? So I look up to him a lot.
Yeah, he's smooth as well. When he's like running down that runway, he's just there like,
He
looks like
runs
he's on a jog.
He runs like
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah. Yeah, bro, he's funny, bro. The way he runs.
but he's smooth. He's very smooth.
Okay, last question is, how much ammo dad sees are there in the UK hidden Random guys with sub 10 potential. I think I can answer that actually. He's one of one again. He's another guy that kind of I know him personally, know him very well. I still don't know how he did it. I don't think he knows how he did it, but he's got very good technique and he's very strong. But honestly, I couldn't tell you how that happened and why that happened. But I think he's one of one, man. I don't see that happening again. Start at 26 or 27, sub 10, like 31, like, nah, bro. 4 years? 10-9 to 9-9 in 4 years? I don't think we're seeing that again, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't think we're seeing that again. Because, yeah. So, Dadzi's is different. He's just one of one. Like, yeah, that's correct. Like, he doesn't get as much credit because he's not a big name like that. But what he did was a madness. Like, if you think about it, like 993 as well, like well in to sub 10 seconds. Like,
Did you know he did any like training before that?
I think he did some training, but like, yeah, how he developed so quick. I mean, he was always a good athlete. Don't get me wrong, and he probably could have went 10 low a bit earlier than he did. But I still think even running 10-1 to 9-9, like it's still a bit of a gap. How he managed to do that, and yeah, and to be honest, like he actually run a lot of time 10-0 as well. Like he's not one of those guys that went 9-9 and went to 10-2. Like he's actually run a few 10-0s and like loads of 10-1, so he's legit. But yeah, man, he's legit. I don't know. I tell him to this day, like, how did he do it? This is one of those things because his progression is nuts. But I guess kind of being so. All I do know about him is that he's really strong. Like in the gym, he's like really strong.
Is he?
Yeah. Have you seen his physique? He's really strong, man.
He's big, bro. Big.
Strong. Yeah, man. That man there is strong. Trust me, like. Yeah, he's one of those guys as well that doesn't really show how strong he is, but like I've seen his gym, like he's built. He's built. Like he's built. Like the amount of power that he has. I think with him, he has a lot of power output. Probably like top 3 in the UK in terms of power output. Like his power output's insane. Very, very strong. And I think that's what helps him. He's very front side as well. Very front side mechanics, so technically very sound. He kind of pops up at his start, kind of weird. Has like a weird drive phase. Kind of gets running straight away, but it works for him and he just holds it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. This
Yeah.
one.
Depends on the athlete. A lot of people. This is
But
how
I don't
you,
know.
how you run. This is how you run. I mean, yeah, probably like generally is a way to run, but some athletes just have a way of running that just works for them.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all the questions. I've got 10 minutes left, so feel free to ask me anything before I go and
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, sound.
I wanted to ask,
Did you have a question?
what, me or you?
You.
Yeah, I had a question. I was thinking about like injuries, addressing like injuries, because a lot of athletes and myself struggle with injuries. Like for example, for me, I've had a very tough beginning to my outdoors this year. I've had a heel bruise, which for a long jumper is your worst nightmare because it takes so fucking long to heal. It's only just healed, and then I'm looking to compete this Monday. Hamstring is playing up. So what advice would you give to like athletes that are just going through like a season of just like it's like it almost feels like it's just non-stop, like hamstring, like foot, calf, hip, like would you just say to them like maybe just tone it down, or like what can they do, like because sometimes it just feels like there's nothing you can do, it just keeps coming.
Yeah, I think it's different because obviously you're a jumper, so the amount of impact and force you're going to put down is going to be a lot more typically than sprinters. Because typically, when you're jumping off one leg, you're putting probably 4 times your body weight down. Or obviously, if you're sprinting, it's about 2 times. But obviously, jumping is a lot more, as I don't know. But I would say that you first got to slow it down before you speed it up. Meaning that there's going to be areas of your body that you'll need to take care of before things happen. So I'm a big fan of prehab. And I'm a big fan of getting a lot of treatment like a lot of treatment, like treatment maybe 3 times a week type, or 2 times a week. Yeah, yeah.
When you're injured or before?
Before, like,
Really?
and then when you're rehabbing and you're getting stronger, just do a lot of massage, like a lot of soft tissue. Because the thing is, you're putting your body under so much stress, especially as a jumper. It's going to be a lot more than even a sprinter. So you got to look at your body like a vehicle. You got to service that, like, seriously. When I was training in Jamaica, right, I used to get training twice a week. My best year when I ran 45 and 10-1, I was getting treatment all the time, literally, and I was still hurt, and I still hurt myself, but I realized that I had to get treatment, and no matter what, I just had to get treatment, even if I didn't feel like I needed it.
Yeah.
If I'm that injury prone, if I got stuff going on, I definitely need to get treatment, like, as much as I can. With you, more acupuncture, because obviously you're a jumper, your quad, your stuff, your stuff's gonna be falling apart. That's jumping, isn't it? That's just what it is, like. But yeah, I'll say prehab. So do a lot of mobility work, especially on your ankles, way before you jump. So get to like training early. Do a lot of like, I've got like a prehab thing. Actually, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely big on a prehab. So you've got to like take a lot of precaution measures before you even start training.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're having like a lot of injuries and hamstrings, I'll be honest, hamstring's probably the easiest thing to fix. I'll be honest. Achilles is probably one of the hardest, but hamstring is easy to deal with. And it's either coming from your back or coming from your hip. So there's areas either from your lower back or your hip or your glute that you need to address. It might be too tight, or it might not be strong enough, or the glute might not be activating. But it's one of those three things, and you've got to figure out what it is. If it's coming from your lower back, you've got to find a way to keep the lower back strong, but also make it more flexible. If it's coming from your glute, you've got to also get your glute strong and make sure it's firing on both ends, and also make sure it's not too tight, that it's pulling down in your hip, that's making your hamstring work. And if it's from your hip, you just got to do a lot of hip flexor work and get it strong.
Yeah.
But hamstring's easy. But the rest of the stuff, the heel stuff, I don't know, man. I think you might have to look at the way that you're taking off and landing.
Yeah.
So also as well, like with jumpers, sometimes you guys land like not underneath yourself. So you might do a landing, or you might be bounding, right? But you're bounding, and then you're landing. Your whole weight is in front of yourself. So you're not like, how you land like this. You might be landing like this, and then that's going to cause the impact, right?
Yeah.
So, and also as well, if you're doing a lot of bounds on, like, say, the track, you just got to switch it for grass. You just got to do a lot of stuff on the grass, I would say, but make sure it's grass where it's not turning your ankle. Yeah. So make sure it's like even grass. But I'm a big fan of grass work because it'll keep you healthy. Yeah. Even sprinting, I do a lot of sprinting on the grass. I don't really go on the track that much. I do sometimes, but I'm on the grass.
That's what Jamaicans do. Jamaicans do that a lot.
Yeah, they're on the grass a lot. Yeah, so that's my 4 things. The prehab. There's a lot of things. Ed, I know you've got something to say. Or I think you got something to say.
Yeah, I had a question. Because you're saying a lot about like you talk like you met Fred Kerley, you've raced him, also on Ghana. What was their like the beliefs like compared to someone who's like a bit lower than them? What was like the belief they had in them? Because obviously you said they run these mad times, and that what kind of like helps them believe that they can do that? That kind of makes sense.
Well, I don't know. I'm a bit delusional, so I thought I could do the same myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my mindset is crazy. Like, probably the reason why I run so fast is because I think I can run faster than what I've run, and it's a bit. People say it's cocky or it's delusional, but honestly, I will never go to a track meet thinking I'm gonna get the bare minimum. So obviously, when I was racing Omanyala, right? For instance, my mindset was, all right, if he's in 10-1 shape, I'm gonna be right there with him, because obviously his PB at the time was 10-0. This is context. So for me, he's a 10-0 guy at his very best on paper. So I'm thinking, all right, he's 10-0, but he might not have a good day. He might be in a 10-1. And if he's in 10-1 shape, I'm coming for him. That's my mindset. I didn't know he was going to run 9-8 that day. That was he pulled him all over. He got me. He got me. But generally speaking, I feel like when you're racing these guys, you got to honestly believe that you belong there. And I think that's the mindset you got to carry on, even up to like British champs or any competition that you're with anyone that's faster than you. if you're racing them, you have to believe that you belong there, right? And so it comes from your own belief system. So it's like, okay, if I'm racing Fred today, all right, cool. Never think about, oh, I'm going to beat Fred or Fred's going to do this. Always think, okay, how am I going to execute this race to the best of my ability? Whatever I do on this day, I'm going to run a really, really, really fantastic race. If he beats me by 4 meters, so be it, but I'm going to be there. And I think you have to put your mindset in terms of not having a defeatist attitude, because there's going to be times where you're going to run fast with faster people, right? And it's like, just because their PB says something, it's just a piece of paper, man. Like when you race these guys, you've got to go in with a clean slate. And this literally is compete. Just compete hard. And then the more you compete hard, is the better you'll get. Because if you look at the top guys, like Warholm's like a prime example. Like Warholm used to be so rolled. People don't realize this about Warholm. Like he used to be like slow, right? But what he did was he took his beatings, right? And he was competitive. And he was actually a decathlete. And he wasn't that good. He was okay. He was okay. He wasn't turning the world alight. But what he did was compete hard, right? So he knew, okay, I'm going to compete hard. I'm going to compete hard. If you look at his rise, he just kept on improving and improving and improving. He kept bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. And that's what your mindset has to be. Like you have to think, I'm going to bring the race. If they're going to beat me today, they're going to have to run something crazy because I'm bringing it. That's your mindset. Like every race, when you race against top guys, that's the mindset that you got to bring. And that's the mindset that I always bring. And what Fred's mindset is very, very strong. He always like, so I wish I had my own phone, yeah. So on my own phone in Doha, funny story, right? He's in the 400 final, right, with Gardner. Comes third in this race, but before, he texted me and said, yeah, I'm going to break the world record. That's how Fred talks. It's just like, I'm like in my mind, it's like he makes me want to believe in him because he's so confident. Like, it didn't come true. He didn't break the world record, right? He came third. But his mindset is like, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to win. I'm this. Like, you got to speak positive affirmations over yourself every single time. Like, every single time you got to be like, I'm going to kill it. Like, times are times, but like, it's like, I'm going to run my best race. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
You know, when I ran 10-1, I texted my friend, said, look, I ran 10-2 easy in the heats. I was like, look, I'm going 10-1. And he's like, oh, do you want 10-2-5? I was like, no, I want 10-1. And that's like, your mindset has got to be like, I need more than what I'm going to get. Even if I aim for like 9-9 and I ran 10-0 or 10-2, that's still a good result. But if you aim for like 10-5 and then you're going to run, 10-6, you're going to think, oh, I should have aimed for maybe 10-3. Maybe I would have went 10-4. That's how you think. You got to think more than what you have. So that's the mindset that you have to have. I don't know how Fred got it in him, but he's always been like that. When he was running 45, he was already talking about 43. And I was the same way. Like, I generally thought I was going to run 43 seconds. Mad delusional, but I always thought I'm going to run really fast. That's how I used to just... You have to be a little bit delusional though, man. This is track and field, man. I feel like you have to be. That's the only thing that keeps you going, man. Because if you look at the pure numbers, it's like this guy, maybe I can't beat this guy. But you know what? When I raced Omanyala, I said to myself, listen, I'm going to be with this guy at 40 meters. Whatever happens next, happens. I'm going to try to get with this guy. When I raced Makwala, I was like, listen, I'm going to go after this guy. If he runs 43, 44, so be it. I'm going to try and compete. And you always got to try to compete until you get better. And that's the long way of saying it. But
yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah. Someone said, he also said, next time I touch the track, he'll break the world record. Yeah, that's Fred. Fred will always, Fred will always be the same. He'll never change. He will always say outlandish things because that's his way of getting himself going. If it works for him, it works for him. It might not work for everybody, but you got to have something that gets you going. I think for some people, that's what gets them going. Like that crazy talk, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Like, I'm the same. I'm like Fred. I'm the same. I always talk trash. I always talk crazy. But I was like, you know what? Maybe just try, because I'm either going to try or I'm going to fail anyway, so I might as well just try. Try run fast. Like, fucking nothing to lose. Like, nothing to lose. Might as well. Like, try run fast. So.
You might as well play with house money.
Yeah. Someone said split shorts or half tights or speed suits. I like speed suits, but I'm liking split shorts now. I think I'm a change.
Yeah, I'm on the
I think I'm a change. Yeah, I'm a change to split shorts, man.
I'm thinking of them as well.
I don't like the half tights no more, man. I think it's played out.
Really? Why?
I just think split shorts. I think you're more. I think actually more free in the split shorts.
That's what
Yeah, I like it.
You know.
that's the vibe I get.
Because Jeremiah Ozzy runs a split short.
He does, yeah.
I like it. I texted him. I was like, I kind of like it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with it. So
Yeah.
I like it.
I just feel like my knee can just boom, you know? I
Yeah.
just get separation. It's a bit nuts. So the split shot can be like a bit.
We're dealing, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like in the landing position, like they can go everywhere. Like you can see it.
You gotta get some good briefs, man. You gotta make sure it's in place.
That's the thing. I'd have to wear something like underneath to make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, wear boxes. Yeah.
no, not even boxes. Like, you know those like, there's like little, like, I don't know how to describe it. Almost like competition shorts, like the ones that are like skinny.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to wear the 100.
Oh, double up.
Yeah, bro. But then that defeats the purpose. I don't know.
Someone said that they're gonna get you a split short, so I replied, "What about me? Come on, man." Only Grant Holloway and Arsenal pull them off because a certain level of aura. Oh, yeah, Grant Holloway wears them as well, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough, man.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
That's it from us.
I think that's all my questions. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Chat as well.
It's good having you guys on. A lot of people in the chat, man. But yeah, anything, if you want to have me on again, let me know, man. I've got so much. I should start a podcast though, because I want to see the stories that I have.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's mental. Like, I have so many stories. It's like, yeah, I've seen some stuff, man. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff.
We should definitely start one.
I'm an OG.
Yeah, with OG, bro.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. Track and field is interesting place, interesting characters. Yeah. But yeah, this season's going to be very interesting. So looking forward to seeing Eddie's regional tier 1 ambassador. You next? Yeah, whenever. Let me know. I'm trying to get a deal. I'm trying to get a deal all the time. Good chat, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you, guys.
Oh, of course.
Great meeting you, mate.
I'll message you. Like, we definitely want you back on here, bro. Like, we really
For sure,
enjoy
man. For
Yeah,
sure. I'm trying. But yeah, I think the giveaway. There's guys on my giveaways. It's closed on Monday, so if you haven't voted now, it's pretty much done. Well, you can vote tomorrow, but it's going to be hard to win. So yeah, we're giving away spikes. Unfortunately, it was a good idea when I first started, but now I'm thinking I've got to pay £200.
You gotta think of that. You gotta think of the long term.
Game's a game.
Yeah, I gotta go and get it. I gotta do it. Don't worry, it's nothing. I'll do it. But yeah, peace out, you guys. Have a good evening.
Yeah, and you, mate.
Appreciate you guys.
Take care.
All right, amazing.
Cheers. Bye bye.